up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's second down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Murray now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
On play action, it's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll run with Chubb. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 30.
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 99 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Isaiah Simmons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Gurley will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. To throw, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cardinals add on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Murray now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. It got his man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Green. Check curls. Mike, 4. Watch the screen. Pass.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and 11 now.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.